We're going to start by teaching Ędo Vowels. We're going to teach our children the two different letters that appears twice in Ędo Vowels. That's letter O and letter E. The O that comes with the diacritic is the one you pronounce as in Omodame or Sewonyeme. Whereas the O without diacritic is the one you pronounce as Usazua, Usasikeme, Usaremida, Usaze, and all whatnot. And then we also teach them the difference in the two letter E's. One comes with diacritic and then the other one does not have a diacritic. The one that has diacritic is the one you pronounce as E, whereas the one that doesn't have diacritic, you just pronounce it as A. Meanwhile, in writing, it's actually written as E. So we make them understand the vowels first. Once they are able to pick the vowels, and then they will take it up from there. And then we'll let them know that our vowels are pronounced in Ędo language. And then once they pick the vowels, when they come across the names or words, they will know how to use it. So the E that has diacritic, the is when you say E, like when you want to spell Erimi, it starts with the letter E, but you say E when you are pronouncing it. You say E. And then there's another letter E that doesn't come with diacritic. Such are the ones you have with when you say Egbe, Irabo, So the same thing with the letter I. Letter I in Ędo vowel is pronounced as E. Yes, it's written as letter I, but it's pronounced as E. So when you see names that starts with I, that is pronounced as E, they are names as in Igbinosa, Igbinogun, Igbinowahia, Igbinijesun, and all of that. Pronouncing Igbinoba or pronouncing Igbinosa, the Canadian child may want to write it as E because the child heard Igbinosa. So after drilling the children on the vowels, we will now make attempts to write out some names where the vowels will appear so they can be able to differentiate the diacritic. So subsequently, when they come across words or names in the Ędo language written, we teach them how to use the diacritic from the one, so that if they want to spell even the word Edo, they should remember that Edo is a very good example of vowel E, which is the second E in Ędo language. So when they are writing Edo as a word, they should remember to put diacritic at the bottom. And one thing I want to quickly explain here, the Ędo diacritics does not come at the top of the letters. Ędo diacritic comes at the bottom of the letters. But because our telephones, whether iPhone 8 or iPhone what, they don't really recognize our diacritic because Ędo language is a language that is spoken by the minority. But as for the Yoruba or French, Yoruba, they are lucky. They are lucky in the sense that their diacritic comes up at the top of the letters. So when you are spelling or you are writing with Yoruba language on the smartphone, because the diacritic that is already there, that is programmed in the phone, is made for French language, you can use it for Yoruba language. Because the diacritic for French language comes at the top, the same as Yoruba language. But Ędo language, it is only 2 letters we have in the smartphone. In fact, only one out of our vowels that we have in the smartphone that has the diacritic at the bottom, which is letter E. But for letter O, each time we want to write words like Oba, Tokbe, the Oba It's easier for me to teach Ędo language using my Sharpie and a board to teach diacritic for letter O, because if I have to use my phone to spell it out for the children, the letter O diacritic is all at the top. So in most cases, when you now see people writing Ędo language, they write it in apostrophe. When they want to write Oba at top, they write an apostrophe on top there. It's very wrong. Ędo language has diacritic at the bottom. But I know the challenges we are facing by not being able to put the diacritic there. So in the course of my part-time job with a professor at the U of A, I was asked to interpret 30 pages of a course outline for the professor, September last year to December. I had to go into the Microsoft. Stop it.